In the name of Allah, the most compassionate, the most merciful. All the talks we deliver here, discuss here, are very useful and beneficial. But I believe that as far our today's talk is concerned, it is going to be more effective, more useful maybe than any other talk. I have heard many of the tips and the formulas on how to become a happy human being. How to become a happy human being. I read, I listened, and I spoke on many of the formulas. But as far our today's tips about it are concerned, our today's tips on how to become a happy human being, how to become a more happy and an effective human being, nothing I believe is going to be as effective as this one. Nothing I believe is going to be as effective as this one. It is it will be proven inshallah as a magic formula. And once it becomes our habit, once acting upon it becomes our habit, let me assure you that there will be an absolutely new life for us. Excuse me. Totally different from what we used to have earlier. Totally different from how we used to live earlier. What is this by the way? Please remember that we are going to talk about the happiness formula. And first of all, we need to know that I am not here forever. I'm not here forever. I'm not here forever. My youthfulness here not here forever. Even my old age is not here forever. Not to talk of the childhood, not to talk of the adolescence. So all of these stages of the life, all of these stages of the life are for a very short span of time. None of these is for a longer period of time. None of these is forever. Not to talk about one of these stages, rather, the whole of my life is going to be a very short one. Is going to be very short one. Keeping in view the age of the universe, keeping in view the age of the universe, what is going to be my age? This is the trouble. Plus, there is another way to look upon the situation, and that is if at all we do look upon our previous life, whether it was 25 years, whether it was 50 years, or whatsoever in between the first decade to second to third to fourth to fifth to sixth, whatever it is. If at all we do look upon our previous life, it will be felt like it was just like a dream and nothing more than that. The time has passed very quickly. I could not even realize that how fast, how rapid the passage of the time is. The time was weeks instead of the days, and months instead of the weeks, years instead of the months, decades instead of the years has passed. If somebody has lived 25 years, 25 years means a quarter century. The same person looks upon the quarter century he she has lived here, it will be just like a dream. Another person has lived 50 years. This means half a century. Half a century is a big amount of time. Even the quarter century is not so small. Even the quarter century is not so small, but half a century, it is quite a good amount of time. But talk to the people who have lived here for half a century, they will tell you that it has passed just like a dream and nothing more than that at all. So, from here, we can judge that the life is really very short on the one hand. On the other hand, the time we do have is passing very quickly. As I said, weeks instead of the days, months instead of the weeks, years instead of the years, decades instead of the years. That is how we have spent our life here. That is how the time has passed from our hands. It is not any way different from, if at all a person have 10 million rupees or dollars, whatever it is, and she is consuming money. Obviously, to live here we do have to consume the money, and the money in our business can be increased, it can be even multiplied, but the life we are living cannot be multiplied. It can be multiplied in one way, if at all we are found doing the philanthropic work, if at all we are found doing the work of the welfare, if at all we are trying to benefit other people. Why? Because these good deeds of ours will remain with us for a longer period of time, maybe forever. So this is actually not the topic of the today. The topic of the today is how to live a happy life. How to live a happy life. This is going to be the topic of the today. I think unless and until we do realize that the time I have is a very, very, very limited one. On the one hand, on the other hand, the time is passing very quickly. So, if at all I am found wasting my time for something which is trivial, for something which is not that much important, even for something which is important, but what is more important than my life? What is more important than my life? If at all my life is supreme, if at all my life is something which cannot be regained and rebought, so why to waste it for any other thing? I think that I should realize the importance of the time I am having, and I cannot afford to stop worrying and about the things, about the one thing or the other thing. I need to understand my life is supreme. Not only that my life is supreme, rather each and every decade of my life, each and every year of my life, each and every month of my life, each and every week of my life, each and every day of my life is important. So I need to secure my day. I need to live a happy and a fuller day. And I need to realize that each and every day Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given and gifted to me. This is worth millions and millions of rupees or dollars, whatever you call it. It cannot be rebought again, it cannot be regained again. So no, for that reason I need to be very, very careful and very, very cautious about it. I should never ever be found wasting it for anything else. I should never ever waste my time for anything else, not even a single day. The things are for me and I'm not for the things. The things are for me, I'm not for the things. So I cannot sacrifice myself, my happiness, my life, my even a single day for the things. The things have to be consumed and spent upon me. I don't have to spend myself upon the things, because the people who are found spending themselves to earn, to save, to accumulate the money, or to any other thing, I think they're foolish people. They're not a sensible people at all. To be a very wise person, always the intelligent people will take care of their life. And the second most important thing of the life, or the equally important thing, is the health. It is the health. I do have to protect my life, I do have to protect my health. How can I protect my life? How can I protect my health? I can protect my life by not sacrificing my time upon the things which are the worldly, which are the mundane, which are not that much important. I need to protect my life. I need to actually realize the importance is the importance is that I need to realize that my life is of paramount importance. My life is of paramount importance. My decades, my years, my months, my weeks, and my days are of paramount. Excuse me. My days are of paramount importance to me. The things are not of paramount importance to me at all. My time is passing very quickly, very quickly, very quickly. It has passed very quickly, and I cannot afford to waste it. I cannot afford to waste it at all. Wasting the time does not mean that I should try to accumulate the maximum amount of money. No, not at all, not at all. I need to earn money. That's fine, because then I can buy the things. I can buy all the things. I can buy most of the things against the money. But again, if there is a person having a plenty and plenty and plenty of money, but is unable to live happily, what is the use of it? What is the use of their money? And then there is another case where a person does not have much amount of the money, is not a billionaire, is not even a millionaire, but she is living happily. I think that this person is having more successful life as compared to the first category. So we need to live happily. If the money is in abundance with us, it's okay, let's be happy. But even if the money is not in abundance, in my life, even then I need to be happy. Even then I need to be stay happy. Actually, I don't have to rely my happiness upon anything else at all. I don't need to make it conditional at all. I must make it unconditional one. My life is unconditional, my health, my happiness is unconditional. I have to live happily. I have to protect my health and I have to live my life. I have to live my life. I have to live my life. I have to live my life unconditionally. Unconditionally. I have to become unconditionally happy. Because if at all I do attach it with one sort of strings or the other type of string, I cannot become a happy human being at all. If at all, my happiness has become a conditional one. I will become a happy person once I earn this much of money. I will become a happy person only if at all the people start respecting me. I will become a happy person only if this person and that person becomes very much loyal, very much caring, very much loving toward me. I will become a happy person only if I can eat well according to my own desire. If only if I can dress myself according to my own desire. Only if I can have the vehicle of my choice. Only if I can have the house of my choice. Only if I can live at my desired city. I think all of these are nothing but the bullshit. All of these things are nothing but the bullshit. This is absolutely nonsense. This is not being a wise person at all. Because if at all I have attached my happiness with one thing, this means that I cannot become a happy human being unless and until I do achieve that. And if at all I have achieved it, now there is no guarantee that I shall be able to retain it for a longer period of time forever. Again I will become an unhappy human being. And if at all I have succeeded in achieving one thing of my choice, and then I will start desiring to achieve another thing, one more thing, one or two more things, and I shall attach my happy with those one or two more things. I can never ever become a happy human being at all. I can never ever become a happy human being at all if this be the case with me. So I need to protect my life. I need to take care of my life. I need to understand the importance of my life. I need to understand the importance of my life. I cannot buy my life again. Even if I spend billions of dollars, I cannot even buy a single decade. I cannot buy the more time at all. So for that reason, some of the people will be found saying that if at all you do have a big amount of money, you can take care of your health more. Let me tell you that the wealthy people have not lived here for 200 years, and even the poor people have succeeded in living here for the 80 to 90 years. So this actually means money is not bad. I am not against money at all. I am not against money at all. I am not against popularity at all. But let me tell you that none of those things are as important as my life, and none of those things is as important as my happiness. I have to become a happy person unconditionally. Whether I do have something or I don't have something, I shall become a happy human being. I have to live each and every day of my life. And even if somebody respects me, loves me, takes care of me, or don't take care of me, I do have to become a happy human being. It does not mean that I hate the love and the care of the happiness. Not at all. Does not mean that I hate the achievement of the money and the rest of the things like the vehicle, the house, the dresses, the food. None of those things. I prefer the happiness with the money. But even if there is no money, no money, no relationships, nobody to take care, nobody to love me, even then I shall be there loving a lot, loving extremely my life and my happiness. There is my life and my happiness is more important than all the other things combined, putting on the one side of the scale. even there is a huge amount of money and fame and people to take care of me and people to love me to romance with me, to do this thing with me, to do that thing with me, I think all of that is in vain if I'm not a happy human being. Now look upon the rich and the famous people. Look upon the lives of the rich and the famous people. Do they live longer than the other people? No, not at all. Are they happier than the other people? Not at all, not at all, not at all. If at all somebody thinks that they do live longer, if at all somebody thinks that they are the happier than the rest of the people, I think they don't know them well. You don't know them well. That's the only reason you are talking about that. And talk to the people who have studied, I'm not saying that talk to the people who are very close to them. If you do have an opportunity, you can talk to those people, but at least talk to the people who have studied the lives of these rich and famous people. You will come to a conclusion that they don't live longer on the one hand, and also they are not necessarily happier than the other people. Look at the life of the Michael Jackson, who is more rich and famous than him. Look upon the life of Lady Diana and many other things, many other people. Are Do they live longer? Do they live a happier life? Not at all. So I think the simpler the better, the simpler the better. To live a good life, to live a longer life, to live a happier life, I think is far more important to to live a life which is full of to live a life which is full and live unconditionally. I mean, do become happy unconditionally. Take care of your life. Your life is more important than anything else, and nothing is, each and every day of your life is more important than the thing. Please remember that all the designations and all the things are for you, and you are not for them. All the things, all the gadgets, all the wealth, all the other things are not for you. I mean, these things are for you and you are not for them. Actually, you do have to consume all of those things upon yourself, and you don't need to consume yourself upon those things. And this is the wisdom, I think, to become a happy human being. I've read so much, I've studied so much, I've listened so much. Like, so other people do the same thing as well. I'm not the only one. But as for my opinion, this is the best formula I ever came across. Thank you very much. Jazakumullah khair.